The scribes have seated themselves on Moses' chair of authority as teachers of the law. So practice and observe everything they tell you, but do not do as they do, for they preach things, but do not practice them. They lie up heavy burdens and lay them on other people's shoulders, but they themselves are unwilling to lift a finger. They do all their deeds to be seen by others. They love to make their garments broad and long, and they love the place of honor at the feasts and the most important seats, and they love to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces. Woe! Judgment is coming to you, self-righteous Christians, hypocrites. For you shut off the kingdom of heaven in front of people, for you yourselves do not enter, nor do you allow those who are in the process of entering to do so. Woe to you, self-righteous Christians, hypocrites! For you swallow up the widow's houses, and to cover it up you make long prayers. Therefore, you will receive the greater condemnation. Woe to you, blind guides! For you say, whoever swears an oath by the sanctuary of the temple, it means nothing. But anyone who swears by the gold of the temple is bound by oath. You blind fools! Which is more important, the gold or the sanctuary of the temple? You also say that whoever swears by the altar, it means nothing. But anyone who swears by the gift on the altar is bound by oath. Woe to you, self-righteous Christian hypocrites! For you give a fraction to charity and ignore the weightier and more important moral and spiritual provisions of the law, justice, mercy, faithfulness. For these are the primary things you ought to have concerned yourselves with without neglecting the others, you spiritually blind guides, who consume yourselves with pettiness and shallowness, ignoring and violating God's precepts. Woe to you, self-righteous Christian hypocrites! For you clean the outside of the cup and plate, but inside you are full of extortion and robbery and self-indulgence and unrestrained greed. You spiritually blind Christians. First examine and change your inner self to conform with God's precepts, so that your social life and deeds are also clean. For you are like whitewashed tombs, for on the inside you appear beautiful, but on the outside you are full of dead men's bones and everything that's unclean. So too, you appear just and upright, but you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. The righteous, they care about justice for the poor, and the wicked, they have no such concerns. Those who oppress the poor show contempt for their Maker. Those who care for the needy, they honor God.